Welcome everybody back to GoSycamores.com, continuing coverage of National Signing Day, and we are now joined by offensive line coach, Coach Michael Switzer. Coach Switz, it's always good to see you. I know for you guys, you spend so much time out on the road recruiting. How much joy is it to know when you get a day like today, you're kind of a little bit at the finish line?
It's a great feeling in terms of all the hard work that we put in as a staff, and all the preparation that goes into it to be done with it and be able to now move forward to prepping for spring ball and all that. So it's definitely nice to put it behind you. You're never done recruiting. That continues out next classes and all that, but definitely a positive way to end this recruiting cycle for sure.
You've been a part of it. You've been an athlete. You know what it's like to go through a signing day. How much joy is it now to kind of get the opposite of the spectrum of when you had it as an athlete and now you get it as a coach, to be able to extend those opportunities and to be able to call each recruit and say, welcome to the family officially?
It's a big deal, and it's so warranted in terms of the excitement that it brings the players, but the players' families as well. And being on the in-home visits, being in the schools, and seeing how many people that each player affects personally is really, really special. And what a unique and awesome opportunity to see the joy that the player has, and the family especially. It's been really cool to build those relationships and just and feel the happiness, especially of their family. It's pretty awesome.
I asked this to Coach Wilson. I'll ask it to you as well. In terms of being able to build off this momentum that you guys had at the end of the season, winning 5 in a row, when you kind of brought guys in, and they were already, I think, excited to be a part of Indiana State football, but as you guys hit that recruiting trail, how much more optimism and energy do you feel just around this program and knowing that you guys are trending in that direction you want to trend?
It's definitely different. The positivity surrounding the program and what we've done, people feel that. You can see that in terms of how we did finish, even though it wasn't necessarily how we wanted to. There was still a lot of positivity built this season, and a lot to now go forward with. So I think while out recruiting, it does help us, especially in terms of what we were able to do, and now where we're going to go from there. So it definitely did feel different while out on the road for sure. So
I think there's no question specifically in this class you add some size with the two guys you add on the offensive line. We'll begin with Garrett Hickman, big boy from Bloomington South. I heard maybe our head coach went to Bloomington South High School, something along those lines. We won't give him too much publicity. But for Garrett specifically, what do you like about Garrett and what he brings?
A very, very powerful human being. Guy lives in the weight room. He looks like it. He's a big, thick kid and just a true people mover. He'll be an interior guy for us, whether it be a center or guard. He's versatile in being able to do both, but he's a very, very powerful kid and a guy that finishes extremely, extremely well on film, and he's hungry too. He's gone a little bit of a longer route to get here, and I know that he is more than ready and prepared to join us, and he'll be coming in the spring semester, which is awesome. So being with us in the spring ball and all that, I know he is more than excited, but very, very excited for him and just the kind of power and physicality that he's going to bring inside for us.
And it seems like Joel is going to just continue to add to that power as well.
No doubt. I mean, obviously, you look at Joel, and his size is something special. He's 6'8", 315. I mean, he's a massive, massive man, and it's kind of awesome. Talking to his mom especially. He's still got a little bit of a baby face. I mean, the guy looks so young, and he's still developing, which is scary, and that's it's a plus for us. But in terms of what he's able to do, bringing the power, bringing the physicality, but also athleticism at his size. I mean, he can move. You see him get out in space. I've seen him lift in the weight room. He does some special things at his size, and he's definitely going to help us with that length, with that power, with that athleticism out on the edge at one of the tackle spots.
I think there's no question. We know what Ryan Boyle brought to the table this past year for us. We saw Dante Hendricks. We saw so many other weapons offensively that were able to develop. But I think the reason they were able to develop so well is because of the improvement up front on the offensive line. Not just your big boys up front, but as a group offensively. What is going to be some of the main messages and some of the main things you want to work on when you get them back here in January? I know the weight room's, of course, a big part of it right now, but also just in generalities of this is where we need to improve as a football team come spring ball.
Keep on going. Build on what we've done and get really good at the details. I tell the guys all the time. You know exactly what to do and exactly how to do it. Build on that. And the weight room is a huge piece, like you said, physicality, building more strength, which we're always going to want. But it's understanding the details of the game, the details of your technique, the details of the fundamentals that we teach. I mean, it's continuing to broaden their football lens and just really give them an opportunity to understand more and in turn be really comfortable out on the field to go out and perform.
Coach Switz, always appreciate the time. Congrats on the sign day class, and we'll catch up with you more over the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Coach Switz. For more here on Indiana State football, you know where to stay. That's right here at GoSycamores.com.